Proper squat form. You want to think about a couple things. You want to think about your weight at your hips. You're bending first. You're letting your knees bend second. You're keeping your weight from coming forward. You're keeping your knees from buckling in. And you're keeping your back straight and tall. From the side, squatting back first at the hips, bending second at the knees. Kneecaps stay pointed straight out. Back stays nice and tall. Exercises you can work on for your squat form. You can work on your depth. As you go lower, the difficulty increases. You can work on your speed. As you go slower, the difficulty increases and your hold time in a certain spot. You can work on your stance. As you change and your stance widens, you change the exercise your muscles are working. Okay? And you can also change your stance from front to back, turning more of a traditional lunge as you're bending. You're keeping your back tall, your hips with the weight, your knees straight on. Okay? Proper lifting form. You want to think about your shoulders pinched back, your chin and your head back to a neutral posture, your core tight, meaning if you're somebody who's about ready to punch you in the stomach, you'd be able to tighten up, allow your breath to come out. From the side here, shoulders pinched back, chin and head to neutral, ear, shoulder, hips in one plumb line. As you're squatting, you remember your proper squat form. Weight back to your hips, bending first, knees bending second, avoiding buckling, avoiding weight coming forward, using proper form, getting down to the level of the object. Your stance is wide enough to get to the object here. Keep it in the middle of your stance. You're avoiding any turning of the back, avoiding any forward weight shift. As you're coming back up, you're keeping those relationships the same. You're getting that object close to your body. The further you are away, the harder the exercise becomes. Coming back down, avoiding locking out the knees. Weight comes back, bending knees. Proper lifting. You want to think about a couple things. You want to think about tightening through your core, breathing normal, out breath as you lift. You want to think about the weight, keeping the squat form, weight at the hips, shoulders pinched back, head back from a neutral position, head back. Proper lifting form. Let's think about a couple things. We want to think about core tightening, breath out. We want to think about shoulders back towards neutral. We want to think about chin and head back towards neutral. You want to think about your proper squat form. So your weight's at your hips. You bend there first, knees second, avoid buckling third. So as you come down from the side here, tighten through your core, breathe out, weight at the hips, bending at the knees, coming down to the level of the object, wide base of support, avoid the weight coming forward, coming back up. Proper lifting mechanics. You want to think about squat form. As you bend your knees and your hips, your weight is at the back, avoiding weight coming forward to the toes. As you're coming down, you're wanting to make sure your back stays tall. You're avoiding holding your breath. You're tightening through the core, almost like someone's about to sock you in the stomach and you need to tighten up. And then you make sure you let your breath out. Okay? Tighten up, breath out, weight at the hips, bending first, knees bending second, avoiding any buckling, tall back, shoulders pinched back, head avoiding coming forward, getting down to the level of the object, avoiding twisting at the back, and avoiding any weight coming forward. As you're coming back up, you're avoiding any twisting, any turning, any weight to one side, even weight,